We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerge from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. First carry for Carlos Hyde.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
The open man is Shark. It's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. Now on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Working with a 2nd and 4. They go play action with Lawrence. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Play action's supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
After the interception, here's Ryan. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Play action. It's Ryan. This is caught by Hilton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action. Ryan. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5. Now Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
A handoff for Etienne. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line?
We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Etienne. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Go now. 50, plant. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Etienne. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? Robinson. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, and to stop him short of the first. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. They'll try to run with Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will...
Here's a diving catch right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. It's Ryan. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep is DJ Chark. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Recon, 132 fighter. Bravo! Switch. Hey, exit.
Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. He's got a man. Complete. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones. 88 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Check. Any weapon. Get it.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Got it. Check Mike 27. Too little, Captain. Mike 27. It's got to be enough.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Looking to throw, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Break.
To throw again on second down. Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones, as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And it makes the score 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line, as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And the catch made by Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. From the 30 on second down, Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
On first down, Ryan. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Off the play fake, Lawrence. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
One of my own teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Second and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Here we go. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
On the counter, ETN. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They go play action now. Lawrence looking downfield for Jones. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Now the try here for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Patterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Off the play fake, here's Ryan. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Going to give it to Love. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bryce Love, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2. To throw for it is Ryan. Being chased out left. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A first down and more, ETN. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play there out of the running game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. They'll run. It's ETN. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. ETN with it. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now ETN. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Go, 70, Indy. Championship, baby. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Hey.
From the gun, Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got Chenault. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on fourth down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the fourth quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop them.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Another tote for Etienne. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, a give to Hyde. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to...
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. A leap and he's got it. He got it. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Ryan on first down. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Ryan. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they'll go again with Etienne. And a his way across the 30 to the 32. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. They'll run with Etienne. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 137 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Here's Etienne. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Lawrence on third down. Man open, here is Jones. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. A handoff for Etienne. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November. Another good run for him. What else is new? Got to put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you what, one thing that you and I featured as a storyline was that they were facing the NFL's #1 defense coming in, and they really took it right to them.
Yeah, they didn't blink, did they? And instead of just saying to themselves, let's make sure that we minimize our mistakes and try and play a conservative type game, they attacked right from the beginning. Said, we got to go after these guys. I think sometimes you take the #1 rated defense by surprise when you do that.
So for Jacksonville, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Denver Broncos. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. A nice little gift there to start the ball game as they will begin things at the 40-yard line. Running out of the gun with ETN. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Here's a give to ETN. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Lawrence will throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And then it is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Jaguars. Henry Ruggs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. KJ Hamler returning it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open? And when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Bridgewater's throw into the hands of Fant. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40.
And if Noah Fant keeps making catches like that, it might not be too long till we say he's one of the top 5 tight ends in football. When he was drafted, that was the expectation.
Now Gordon on first down. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Bridgewater out to his left. And Gordon's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll run here with Etienne. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, wide open, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marvin Jones, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Melvin Gordon with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now McManus for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Lawrence. This is caught by Robinson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Let's go now. 15 line. 15 line. Hey, wahoo! Let's get off the field, team. 47 Mike.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Rolling to his right. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And the Broncos expected big things out of Jerry Jeudy, their #1 pick in 2020. But he really had to make a jump with the injury to Cortland Sutton. Almost 900 yards last year. A nice grab there.
Bridgewater on 1st down. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. This is Hamler on the receiving end. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Jags grab it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And some space here. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 59 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes.
but more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week. And he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. Buying time to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Bridgewater's throw there, complete to Hamler. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Jags grab it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They go play action with Lawrence. Sharks got it left side. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And they'll run with Etienne. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 81 yards on the ground for him so far. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end, and he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Bridgewater. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Bridgewater now from the 50. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. On the counter, here's Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll be out of bounds.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
Gordon. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. ETN once more. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Now Lawrence. And he will not be able to hang on through the the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
31 yards on the punt there. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A 3rd quarter now, to 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And a run like that shouldn't surprise anyone who's ever seen Javonte Williams play. Compact, strong, physical runner. He ran for 1,000 yards at North Carolina last year. In fact, it was over 1,100 and 19 touchdowns in addition. And that's despite sharing the backfield with another 1,000-yard rusher, Michael Carter, who was taken in the 4th round by the Jets. Najee Harris and Travis Etienne were taking over him, but many thought that Javonte Williams might be the best back in the draft.
Bridgewater's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Bridgewater. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. Throwing on 2nd and long. Under pressure, they got him again. Josh Allen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This for a 4th quarter lead. And McManus missed it. How about that? No good. Wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. Boy, so a chance to take the lead here in this 4th quarter, but he couldn't get this one on target.
Everything looked good. The snap, the hold, even the distance. The only thing off, the most important part, the accuracy.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 103 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. A handoff for Etienne. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Bridgewater to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater looking for the end zone. And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
Shot now for Bridgewater. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Now, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for the Jaguars, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.